Hello, everybody. My name is Byron Anderson. I'm the Associate Athletic Director for broadcasting here at Tarleton State University, and I want to thank you for joining us for an exciting day for Tarleton State University, as today we get to welcome the 9th head coach in Tarleton State baseball history, Fuller Smith. Today we'll hear from Tarleton State University President Dr. James Hurley, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, Alon Reisman, and we will hear from the man of the hour himself, Fuller Smith. At the end of Coach Smith's remarks, he will stay at the podium to answer questions from the media. When our press conference ends, feel free to welcome Coach Smith to Stephenville and meet with him. Without further ado, I will turn the microphone over to Tarleton State University President, Dr. James Hurley.
Thanks, Brian. Well, it is so good to see everyone, and I want to welcome you, and I also want to thank you for your continued support of Tarleton State University and certainly Texan athletics. It's a special day, and it's a good day. But I want to start by expressing our sincere thanks to Coach Wes Hunt and our baseball team. And I see several members of our baseball team that are here. Coach Hunt stepped in as our interim coach, navigated a pretty tough situation, did an incredible job. And I'm really thankful for these young men that are here and how they represented the institution. They had all the right reasons to cash it in and give up, and they didn't. I'm really proud of them. And I'm thankful, and it also shows kind of the Texan grit, fortitude of who we are as Tarleton Texans. But we now start a new chapter in Tarleton State baseball. And I can't be more excited and happy that we have our new coach and our new leader. Coach Fuller Smith, he checked all the boxes during the process. Vice President Reisman started the search a couple months ago and started legal posting and garnering of names. And we had a lot of individuals across the country, from former Major League Baseball stars, future Hall of Famers, current Hall of Famers, Division I assistants, former Division I coaches, countless Division II coaches, Division I coaches across the country that wanted this job. But we were looking for a very specific person with attributes that align with the mission of this institution. And I can say that Coach Smith values the mission of Tarleton State. He values access. He values opportunity. He's going to provide opportunities for our young men, not only to be successful in the classroom, but also on the field. But one of the most important attributes that I saw very quickly that separated him from the other candidate was the fact that he values family. I want to introduce his family at this time. His very supportive and incredible wife, Whitney. They have 3 children, Harper, Cal, and Haven. Would you all stand up or come up here and let us say thank you? As you can see, they've already got the right colors on. We gave up that old ugly orange and black. I mean, you look like pumpkins most of the time. And we're so glad that you traded it in. And I have heard a really neat story about Harper. I've heard that Harper. Yeah, I'm sorry, Harper. Got to get it right. I've heard that Harper often jots down little things and makes notes for players as they leave for games. And when they go to play in the championship, she made each player a little note. And that is incredible. Like, what an incredible spirit. And if you ever want to make me a nice note, I get lots of ugly notes. If you ever want to make me a nice note, I'm always accepting, okay? But we are so thankful you're here, and I expect you to do the same for our Texan players. And we're so glad that you're in purple. And we know, Whitney, that half of the sale was getting you here as well. So thank you for saying yes, and thank you for joining our Texan family. Let's give them a big hand. And lastly, Coach Smith, he valued the term student athlete more than any candidate that we interviewed. He expressed the importance and the necessity of being excellent on the diamond, but more importantly, Dr. Johansson, being excellent in the classroom. That was first and foremost, the most important in his presentation. So our young men are going to win in the classroom, as they do now. They'll probably have to raise it another level. And he's going to win us championships. This program will win championships because Coach Fuller Smith has won championships as a player, as a coach, and now he is ready to lead his very first program. I want to thank the committee, the search committee that was part of this. I know I see Doug Jones, Megan O'Quinn, is Eric Heyer is okay. Okay, so we had an incredible team, and of course, I want to thank Vice President Reisman for launching the search and really sifting through over 100 applications, inquiries, probably hundreds of calls, because I know I had as many in my office, people wanting to promote a certain individual. That's how this happens. So Lon had to whittle down from over 100 inquiries to one candidate. He did an exceptional job. He was thorough. He was patient. He vetted. He made lots of calls, and I'm thankful for that. So I'd like to introduce our vice president so he can introduce our next head baseball coach. But thank you all so much for believing in this institution, for being here, and may you forever bleed purple. Please welcome Vice President Lon Reisman.
Well, first of all, thank you for such a great turnout. I really appreciate people coming in to support Fuller. I know that you're going to want to get to know him, and I think you're going to be really impressed as you get a chance to visit with him and his family. When you look for a head coach, you're looking for a special person. Dr. Hurley's already reiterated this. You're looking for a special person that can check the boxes and what you're searching for. Sometimes you find that person who actually checks every box. And over the past few weeks, we found a person that checked every box. We had a very highly competitive search. And over the last few weeks of highly competitive interviews, we found that special person. That special person, wow, is Fuller Smith. And what a great day to introduce our new head coach. Fuller is a winner. Everywhere he's been, the program's been successful and won championships, and that's what we were looking for. During the interview, and yes, I'm very impressed with his work ethic, and I was very impressed with his enthusiasm. I was very impressed with his dedication to his players, attaining a degree and pushing them the best they can be. I guess the most thing that I was very impressed with is his sincerity. You know, he made a statement that he's a family man and how much his wife, children mean to him. He's a man of faith, and how important it is to make sure that his baseball players understand that they are a part of the Fuller Smith family. And that was important to me to hear that. You know, you look around, and I know he's won a lot, but I wanted to know what the integrity of the man was in the type of role model he would be. And when I see someone that's in an interview, and I know by his voice how sincere he is, he's not just there to sell me a car. He's there to sell me him as a person. And he did that. You know, he spent the last 10 years as an assistant coach in current WAC programs. In the last 4, he was at Sam Houston State. We just made a trip to the NCAA regionals where they were the number 3 seed in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, where LSU hosted the regional. They earned that trip after winning the 23 WAC championship out in Phoenix. I had a chance to watch his team play on TV when they beat Tulane. And I know Megan is an Oregon State graduate, but I was still cheering for Sam Houston to beat Oregon State in the elimination game, which was a tremendous game, and they ended up losing 3-1. But I think that they really played very, very well in getting into that regional. You know, you look at the background. Yes, they won the WAC tournament this year, and they went to the regional this year. But in 22, the Bearcats of Sam Houston State also won the Southwest Division Championship. So they've won it 2 years in a row. And on top of that, I know that he was very instrumental in the development and the recruitment of Carlos Contreras, who was the 22 WAC Player of the Year, which is where we're headed. That's what we want at Tarleton State University. His head coach, Jay Sirianni, who I have a lot of respect for, he's doing a tremendous job down there, said this about Fuller. Fuller is the epitome of a college baseball coach. He has an elite work ethic, cares deeply for his players, and drives them to be their best. He has been an integral part of our success. He has contributed to the success everywhere he's been. Simply put, Fuller is a winner who does it the right way. Fuller is a star in our profession, and he will unquestionably build a program that any university would be proud of. And I think that says a lot when the head coach, which I did try to talk to him the other day, Fuller, for a little bit. He didn't want to talk to me at first because he didn't want you to leave. But finally, when we got down to it, he was simply proud that you have this opportunity. Fuller spent time as an assistant coach at Sam Houston, UT Arlington, and Ole Miss. At UTA, which is up the road, he produced 15 all Sun Belt Conference student athletes, as well as 18 Major League Baseball players. Over the last 12 years of coaching, he's developed 11 All-Americans, 40 All-Conference selections, and I like this. He has 68 Major League Baseball draft picks. So I know the talent that he is recruiting. Some of the comments that I got about Fuller when I was asking people was this. This is from Ole Miss, head coach at Ole Miss, and I think that's Mike Bianco. Did I pronounce that right? He played for Mike, and he also coached at Ole Miss. Very proud of one of our former players and coaches. No one deserves it more than Fuller. He has done a terrific job both at UTA and Sam Houston as an assistant. Lon, he will flourish at Tarleton as the head coach. And then East Carolina baseball coach Cliff Godwin called and wanted to make sure that Fuller, you knew what he thought about you. Fuller is an unbelievable coach, and he is super knowledgeable in every facet of the game. He's a blue-collar guy who works hard, and is just a great human being, Lon. He's going to want his hitters to be aggressive, his pitchers to attack the strike zone, and he's going to command that his team earns it because he earned everything he's got. He's a stud. Sam Houston State, athletic director Bobby Williams, who's very respected all over the country. And I called Bobby, too, to ask him about Fuller. And I thought he was going to hang up on me. Because he said, Lon, you don't want him. He's not very good. Just go find somebody else. And I don't know if I can give him a good recommendation or not, Lon. I said, Bobby, come on, get off it. And he says, yes, we hate to lose him. Lon, you're getting an excellent coach and a recruiter, someone who is great with student athletes, creates a positive student-athlete experience, and Fuller is a great person, family man, and I think you will all enjoy Coach Fuller Smith. And then I have a very good friend down at A&M that I've become very close to, and that's Ross Bork, the athletic director at A&M, and he called me yesterday. I guess that he had read what's going on with you, Fuller, and you actually worked for him at Ole Miss. Ross was the athletic director at Ole Miss when Fuller was on the staff at Ole Miss, and of course you played at Ole Miss and graduated in 2008. And Ross just simply said this to me: Lon, great hire. Lon, great hire. Fuller was with me at Ole Miss when I was the athletic director, and I cannot say enough good things about Fuller Smith. I believe Fuller Smith is the perfect choice to lead Tarleton baseball. I couldn't be more excited to bring him to Stephenville. His resume speaks for itself, and he knows what it takes to win. and he really impressed us during this process. I can't wait to see where he takes our baseball program, because I don't know if you know this or not, but in coaching and playing career, he's been a part of 5 regionals, and he's been a part of 3 super regionals. And that's the leader that we wanted to come in here, take our baseball program to new heights. So Fuller, welcome, Tarleton State University. Welcome to our family. We can't wait for you to get started. And God bless you for coming here. Thank you.
Obviously, I want to tell you guys thank you for being here. Lon and Dr. Hurley don't know I've paid all those guys off, say all those nice things about me. So, but no, in all seriousness, the opportunity to be here and these 2 men allowing me to take the reins of the Texan baseball program, it's an honor and a privilege. I've gotten more texts in the last probably 24 hours from former Texans that I didn't even know played or went to school here, and they're fired up. They're excited about me taking over, and obviously us pushing this program one step closer to where we need to go. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife Whitney, children Harper, Al, and Haven. I think Haven's. My wife's been my rock and my linchpin for the last 50. She's been through the ups and downs. We've traveled and moved quite a bit from town to town and planted roots and had to move and had to say goodbye to dear old friends. But she's been with me through it all, and I want to thank her for everything. Also want to thank my mentors, obviously Mike Bianco and Cliff Godwin, Darren Thomas, who's at Baylor now, and Jay Sirianni. I want to thank those men for giving me the opportunity to take this step in the coaching world, mentor me along the way, allow me to coach and do my thing, and be able to pick me up when I need it and be able to coach me when I need it the most. I'm really, truly indebted to them. And that's one of the things that you don't understand. There's people behind the scenes that are always helping you along the way. But most importantly, I need to thank the past and present players. We do this because it's about you guys, about developing you as men on and off the field. And so, if it wasn't for the players, we couldn't be able to do this. I'm forever indebted to them each and every day. I've learned more from coaching from you guys than you probably have learned from me over the years. So thank you. Obviously excited and eager to get going. I was talking to Lon earlier, like as soon as we get done with this, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So we're trying to figure all that stuff out. But want to be able to build on the history of excellence that is Tarleton Athletic. I think that's a big thing that we're going to do. And as strong and as storied as this athletic history is, I truly believe with this administration, on campus in this athletic department, we're going to take this place to new heights. I truly believe that. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. The best days are still ahead. As a staff, we're going to identify and bring in young men that are going to be excellent on and off the field. Excellence is not a part-time thing. It's a lifestyle. So we're going to learn how to live it every single day. We're going to be blue collar. We're going to be hard nosed. We're going to put our hat down and get to work. That's the Texan way. Talking with a lot of former players and a lot of former coaches that have been here, that's how we're going to win. That's how I've won everywhere I've been. That's my personality. So we're going to put the hammer down and get day one. Winning championships, everybody talks about that. Yeah, we're going to win championships. But guys, that's a byproduct of what we do day in and day out. We're going to show up today and go to work, and guys are going to realize the journey is way more fun, when you get the dog pile at the end of the year. But for me, the journey is the most exciting. The downs, and mentoring guys along the way. We will bring championships. It's going to take all of us in the Texan family, past, present. It's going to take our donors, our fans, our alumni, student body pulling on the same rope in one direction. One of my mentors, Mike Bianco, says you all got to pull in the same direction on the same rope to get to where you want to go. It's going to take all of it. It's going to be an uphill climb. There'll be ups and downs. There'll be good and bad. But at the end of the day, if we're all moving in the right, there's nothing that. I just want to tell you guys how excited I am and how fortunate I am to be here. I know what it means to take on a program like Caliber. I'm excited to do a lot of firsts. There's been a storied tradition of baseball here at the Division II level, and transitioning to Division I. There's a lot of firsts we're going to be able to do together. That's what I want to do a lot of. Thank you so much.
We're gonna have Coach Ken stay up here, and we'll take.
Hey, Coach. Just first off, what is it about Tarleton that drew you here? First opportunity. What is it about the city, the university, everything?
Well, obviously, I'm a blue collar guy. I feel like this is a blue collar town. Bunch of folks that want to work hard for what they have, and obviously looking at the team and the facilities and the transition to Division I, I see this place as kind of a sleeping giant. It's about to make a move, and I want to be a part of that, and I want to help this place get to the next. It's going to take all of us, but yeah, I'm really excited. This is it's an exciting time in Texan athletics all around.
Coach Smith, what is your vision for Tarleton Baseball program, and what potential?
I think the sky's the limit. Obviously there's going to be ups and downs when you start, but I think this place, you can envision it, really envision it, it can happen. Vividly imagine, ardently desire, exhaustedly act upon, it's going to come to pass. That's kind of how I look at it. I feel like it's something that we can do. We're going to take it full head on and go right after.
And Coach, what should Texan fans know about you as a coach? Some of your philosophy, approach, what can they expect?
Yeah, I'm a family man. Obviously, family is very important to me. I think, my job is to mentor these men, not only as players, but as people. And, for me, the relationships are the most important thing. That's why I got into this, relationships with guys, and be able to help them grow on and off the field. But my family loves our kids as much as players as much as I do. They pick out their favorites, and they're pulling for guys all the time. And I tell them you got to pull for all of them. So, but yeah, I think it's a family deal with us. We're all in together.
And lastly, Coach, what do you think is your
it's going to be a blue collar, hardworking young man that's not afraid to go over the edge, not afraid to fail, that's ready to put everything on the line, see how it plays out. They're obviously going to have to be talented, but they're going to have to be able to handle the rigors of school as well. It's going to be a balance, and that's where we're going to come in and coach them. But it'll be a hard-nosed young man that's ready to.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Let's hear it one more time for the newest member of the Tarleton State University family, Coach Fuller Smith. I want to thank you all for taking the time to come out today and sharing this exciting news for us. We'd once again like to invite you to stay afterwards, meet with Coach Smith and his family, help us welcome them to Tarleton State University. And that will do it for our press conference, everybody. Until next time, coming up in the fall, stay safe, and we'll see you at the game.